A long, long time ago, our hero was tasked with collecting all of the champion scrolls without doing anything else. We last saw Big Champy hunting moss giants for the giant champion scroll, but that was nearly 400 days ago. Where is Big Champy? Will he ever complete his quest? So here we are again, sitting at around 500 moss giant kills now, which means almost 700 total giant kills so far. There's still a few interesting things that could happen here, but for the most part, it's just a grind at this point. But anyway, here's 46 prayer. Every prayer level lets me stay here a little bit longer because I suck at prayer flicking, and I get lazy and just like leave it on. So yeah, actually prayer levels are really good. And yes, I've still been working on this account over the past year that I've been inactive on YouTube. Don't worry, it's just that there's not really been, you know what, no spoilers. You're just gonna have to watch the video. 59 strength, 60 strength, 61 HP. Nothing really to talk about there. Bank is looking pretty cool. I actually have an amount of materials at this point, which is interesting. I'm not just some poor boy slaying goblins in Lumbridge anymore, at the very least. Oh, the other part of one of the crystal keys. Let me hype this up a little bit, because it actually is kind of exciting, to be honest. Not even like fake YouTube exciting. Opening the crystal chest could actually be a pretty big game changer. So when you get like both halves of this key, you can put them together, and this key lets you open the locked crystal chest in Taverley one time. Since it was dropped by champion scroll monsters, I'm allowed to use it, but anyway, this is so important because a crystal chest actually has a chance to drop a handful of incredibly useful things. Some quantities of runes, which wouldn't help much but would be a little bit nice. Some bundles of smithing supplies like coal or iron, which I can't use yet but might be cool later. Spinach rolls, which are actually useless, but we can pretend that it's a good food source. And most importantly, rune plate legs, a rune plate skirt, or an adamant square shield. Either rune item would be a huge upgrade, and the adamant square shield would be nice as well. The rune items are like a 1 in 128 chance, and the shield is 2 in 128 chance, according to the wiki, so probably not going to happen, but we can dream. Anyway, here we go. Literal loot box. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it always drops a dragonstone, which is useless for us, but pretty, I guess. Okay. Well, not exactly what I wanted, but not too bad. Better than some things, and I didn't mention it, but it's also possible to get nothing, so I'll take this as a win, I guess. Back to my quest. Nothing to see here, just 60 attack at around kill 917 or something like that. I don't know. This is very slow. I'm probably only killing around 80 of these guys an hour when I prayer flick properly, and that doesn't happen often, so this is taking some time. Slowly getting faster, I guess, as I continue to level up. Ah, this is a disaster. I hate one of my food sources. These are extremely limited, although, like I said, spinach rolls are kind of useless. They only heal 2 HP, so they can't really be used in a fight, because it would be kind of a waste to use a whole attack cycle to get 2 HP, and that's probably never going to be worth it for me, but still. I really don't have very many of these, and I don't have... I guess I have 2 lobsters as well, but yeah. 61 strength. 47 prayer, the useful one. Oh, looks like we get another chance. This is actually, what, only 300 kills after the first crystal key? So we were at 800 for the first one, and now we're at 1,100. But anyway, you guys know the drill at this point. We want the rune play legs, rune skirt, or adamant square shield. Here goes nothing. Wow. Actually unbelievable. I honestly never expected to get one of the armor upgrades from this. Seriously, a roughly 2 in 128 chance. Nuts. Is this the fabled YouTube luck? Have I finally tapped into something truly powerful? I'll be honest, I'm actually pretty pumped right now. It looks amazing, of course. We have a completely mismatched... We already had a mismatched set, but now we've got like two pretty high-level pieces. Adamant Shield, Rune Scimitar. Like, just compared to the days of slaying goblins with a bronze spear. Like, this is... We're actually getting somewhere. It's been years. This is very odd. Definitely odd to have big champions somewhere where he's like not a complete noob. 62 HP. 62 strength. 62 attack. So that's 62s across the board, I guess, except for defense. And I've changed to a wider format, just so like the video looks a little bit better. I actually think I ended up enjoying playing this way more than the old school way anyway, so I'll probably keep it this way for the foreseeable future. Let me know what you think about changing to this wider screen instead of just the old small box. Anyway, I'm about 1,500 kills, and I had the great idea to turn on the audio for nostalgic reasons, but as you can probably tell, that was not a good idea. Yeah, you really can't play this game with the audio on when you're doing this. Yeah, let's just turn that back off. Sad. So not long after that, here I am, recharging my health. I guess I'm technically recharging prayer points and using rapid prayer to heal a little bit faster. Better than just standing near the moss giants, but still not very fast at all. Kind of boring and unfortunate, but that's the price you gotta pay to be awesome, I guess. 63 HP, 63 attack, 48 prayer, that's a pretty good one. 63 strength. Okay, you may notice a pattern starting to develop here. What else can happen from moss giants? 64 strength, not much. We've entered what I call the dark tunnel. 64 attack. Which brings us to 64 on all melee combats, which is actually, that looks pretty nice. But back to what I was saying, the dark tunnel. What else is gonna happen except for these numbers to slowly go up? But I guess that's everything with RuneScape, so actually this is pretty normal. But you get it. There's not a whole lot more to look forward to. At this point, it's just pure determination. And this video did take over a year to make, so that might reveal some truth about just how much determination I really have. But hey, we're here in the end, right? That's what matters, right? Okay, but 50 prayer is a really nice round number. It doesn't really mean anything different for us. Every prayer level helps, but yeah, 50 is a nice number. But speaking of video frequency, I might try to throw in some other stuff going forward. So the next video might not necessarily be this series. I have some other ideas cooking up that might be interesting. I haven't really decided to put a full video together yet, but I have like some pieces of stuff. So I might upload something else in between, but I'm definitely continuing the series, so don't worry about me quitting or anything. At this point, I'm at about 3,000 total giant kills. I'll be honest, my RuneLight tracker reset, so I'm not entirely sure. I took notes of the numbers of each type of giants that I killed, but they were really bad notes, so I'm even kind of confused about that. But anyway, it's close to 3,000, I promise. And I just wanted to show that I've improved my technique for when I have low HP. Instead of sitting at the altar, I just make sure to never drop my protection prayer. I have to go recharge often, but it's really not that far of a walk to go to Edgeville to recharge. This moss giant spot is really overpowered. I remember back in the day when I used to go all the way to Crandor Island to kill moss giants on my free-to-play account because I didn't even know the Varrock Sewers spot. Those were the days. You'd fill up on lobsters at the Moosa Point dock, cook them there, ask someone for fire for like 3 minutes because you didn't bring a tinderbox or logs, then run all the way to Crandor Island with those fresh lobsters. Completely self-sustained, basically an Ironman.
Watch out!
Whoa, okay, not to worry, I've dealt with this before, I'm getting pretty good at the technique. Not allowed to do random events, don't left click. Right click, dismiss. Okay, flawless victory, we did it, we followed the rules. That XP lamp is so tempting every time though. We finally did it. We got another level in the best, well, the most useless skill that we level up, herb lore. We'll never be able to use it, and it just keeps getting higher and higher, and every time it does, we get that undeniable sense of accomplishment. Amazing. Hey, 70 strength is actually a pretty big number. We're at about 4,300 giant kills at this point. I'm going to switch over to attack, train that up to 70, and then probably just leave it there and just go back to strength until I'm done here. I don't think I need more than 70 attack for moss giants. And there's 70 attack. So we have 70 attack and 70 strength at this point, and there's actually a hidden benefit here that I didn't realize before it actually happened, but this makes our combat level 85, which is more than double the combat level of the moss giants, so they actually stop being aggressive at this point. And most of the HP that I was losing was between moss giant kills. When I would stop prayer flicking and have my prayer down for a couple seconds, they'd always hit me for like a 5. I don't know how I got so unlucky so many times. Like, it's so consistent. That one hit between prayer flicking is always a 5. But anyway, this makes it to where they're not aggressive, so they'll only attack me after I attack them, and I can mitigate a lot of that lost HP problem. So hopefully things speed up a little bit. It takes about an hour to kill 90 of these suckers at this point, and yeah, it's just a grind. We actually just passed 5,000 giant kills, so any moment now, any moment we'll be getting the drop. That's how it works, right? Once we hit the drop rate of 5,000, it's bound to drop, right? We gotta savor this one. We gotta let the countdown timer go all the way. Oh, wait. I guess it was illegal to kill that last one. Yikes. We're moving on. We're moving on. No way. Yeah, it's really unbelievable to be moving on. On paper, if I was able to kill like 80 to 90 an hour, this should have taken less than 100 hours. But there's a decent amount of time waiting for health to regen, and I wasn't always performing masterful prayer flicks like you see in most of the clips. With life stuff, I can really only put in a few hours a week, so that's why it took over a year. And I really didn't want to release another video before getting the scroll. But anyway, things might speed up a little bit going forward. There's a lot of interesting things I want to do in the next video, like using air runes that I got from these moss giants. Here's the loot I tracked. Like I said, the first 1,500 or so kills are missing because my loot tracker reset in Runelight and I never saved it before that, so oops, I guess, kind of a bummer. And here's the bank so far. But anyway, like I said, I think things in the next video are going to be pretty interesting, so please subscribe and like. As silly as I feel to admit it, those are two huge motivators for me. I didn't really expect to ever have 275 people subbed, so thanks a lot for that so far. And just to throw it out, I'm considering streaming future grinds on Twitch, so I put that in description, but that's for the future. I don't think I'll do the next champion mob quite yet. But anyway, can't wait to reveal which champion monster I'm going after next. See you in the next one.